way to the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year award. And that was just the beginning for the Wichita, Kansas native. He became a household name in the NFL over a 10-year career that amazingly saw him voted to the Pro Bowl in every season. His legendary and elusive running style earned him NFL's Most Valuable Player honors, 6 first and 4 second All-Pro team selections, and a spot on the NFL's 100th anniversary all-time team, among many other accolades. While he is too humble I don't think I've ever met somebody as humble as Barry. He is too humble to ever admit it to anyone. Here in the Motor City, where we see his iconic number 20 retired at Ford Field, and to many around the country and the rest of the world, the 2004 NFL Hall of Fame inductee is the greatest running back to ever play the game. Everyone, it is my great pleasure to introduce to you the one and only Barry Sanders.
Barry.
All right. So I have questions.
Boy, that was some intro, man.
Do what I can, Barry. Do what I can.
Man, you made me sound good.
You just need to take me with you everywhere you go before you show up.
We can arrange that. We can arrange that.
So I got a question for you. So Barry, what you've done for this franchise and this city is unparalleled among Detroit athletes. I honestly don't think that there's ever been an athlete in this state as beloved as you are. Did you ever envision having the legendary career that you put together, donning the Honolulu blue and silver? Did you see that in your future?
Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. I mean, you gotta remember that. I mean, you touched on some of it. I was just, a young man coming out of college. I think I was the first to come to the NFL as a junior. To leave college as a junior. Others left as juniors, like Mike Rozier, Herschel Walker. They left as juniors. They went to the USFL. Doug Flutie, some of those guys. But I think so. Anyway, I was just thinking, can I come here and really just reach, meet expectations as a Heisman Trophy winner, right? Can I come in and kind of play with these guys, basically? Can I hang with the guys in the NFL? That's what I was thinking. As someone who watched the game all my life and was a big fan, and was really just eager to compete on this level. And so I would have never imagined, because I think about all the great, athletes that I saw. Growing up in Kansas, I was very familiar with the Pistons. I wasn't as familiar with the Lions. I knew Billy Sims. I knew Eric Hipple. I knew some of those guys. But no, I never. To answer your question, no, I did not see that coming at all.
So let me just check what you just said. You said you were just thinking, the fact, can I hang with them? But the first game that you played, can you just take us back there? Because I feel like that first game, and you think about where the Lions were, where Detroit was at the time, where Lions were at that time, it was oh my gosh, defeated, dejected, and then you came through, and I feel like that just changed everything. So can you talk to us about that? I know that was a long time ago.
First game. When was that? That was, I think there were some people around here. Maybe some people here that was born in '89, right? Maybe some people heard about the '80s here. They weren't born. So that was 1989. And I had missed all of training camp. A little bit of a contract dispute. It happens. So the week of the first game is when I signed. I don't know if it was Wednesday or Thursday, whatever it was, but it was that week. And so, yeah, I mean, I was totally expecting not to play in that game, and that's kind of how my conversation with my coach then, his name was Wayne Fonts. We pretty much had decided that I would put on my uniform, and go out and wave to the fans or whatever. we were playing the Cardinals at home, and yeah, that was sort of the plan going into the game, and so I guess you get to around I don't know, sometime late it was in the second half, into the third quarter, and coach asked me did I want to go in the game, and I was like, of course, yeah, I'll go in, but obviously I hadn't practiced any plays, and so they just showed me a few plays on the sideline, kind of like you do in your backyard, just do this, do that, and yeah, so that's kind of what happened the first game. And my first carry, actually going into the game, I could hear the crowd kind of wake up, because it was kind of a lull in the stadium, but I could certainly hear the fans wake up, and then took the ball, ran for, I don't know, 15, 17 yards, and then they really woke up, the fans. It was exciting, and I couldn't believe it, and I was just, off to the races. I think, I ended up later on in that drive, scoring my first touchdown, so yeah, that was the first game that I'll always remember.
It changed the game, right? Like real talk, like what you just said though, going into it, you were just happy to be there, not knowing if you can hang with the big dogs, doing something that no one had done before you, right? Going in as a sophomore, right? As a junior, and then to hear that crowd, right, go wild for you, and then did that help boost your confidence in saying like, yes, this is where I'm supposed to be?
I mean, it was certainly satisfying.